tell you what, you know, just for a man who, you know, was just a regular at Bournemouth, just trying to keep them up for so many years, to then come and just, you know, raise his game in the way that he did, you know, in Manchester City, and, you know, falls in that category of Ruben Dias as well too, where since he's come to the city, all he's known is just being a league champion. So you know, that's going to be something. That's going to be something special to remember it by.
Yeah, facts. I'll tell you what I'd probably do. Now that we've sort of like established that the squad is like sort of homegrown and that should be fine. Yeah, unless we go on a madness. I'd be tempted now that I've understood the rule, I'd be tempted not to sell Ake or Stones and just to bring one more in. A young player. Now whether that's Callum Doyle, whether that's LeCaven, Ruben Ligley, whether it's Diamande, I don't know how old he is. I'd be tempted to just bring another player into the fold rather than selling. I don't think we need to unless we've interpreted that rule wrong.
Well, I'm just having a look now. I'm having a look at the actual players that we've got. I'm just looking at the contracts. I'm hoping these are up today because unless you've got more up today.
He wants to transfer line.
No, Spartak.
I don't. Why are you doing this? Are you doing it for wages?
No, I was doing it because I don't think Bernardo leaves this summer. When I look at Bernardo, yes, his contract ends in 2026.
I said this for time that he's going to leave.
I think Bernardo leaves on a free in 2026.
I said this for time.
I said it when he signed his last contract. I said this is his last one at City.
And not only that, I think Bernardo's final year will be, because in a way, what maybe, and some will say, you said it, what some will interpret we should have done with the Kevin De Bruyne is maybe you could do that with Bernardo, others go out, so maybe a Nunes or a Company, whoever wants to leave. Yeah? Because there will be players in the summer that will leave. That's just natural, that's just football. But I've always said the problem we've got to do is get a buyer. Because what people don't realise is it's like the contract is very weird. To say Grealish got 2 years left, I believe.
Yeah.
In 2026, 2027.
2 years.
2 years. So say he goes this summer to Tottenham, and Tottenham go 150 grand a week. Grealish is winning the legal rights to say, well, City have still got 300 grand a week in my contract. City will pay the additional 150 that he misses out on at Tottenham on the back end on the way out. So it was like what Otamendi did. Do you remember when we signed Ruben Dias? And Otamendi had, I think, 2 years after his deal, I believe, something like that. The problem is we had was Diaz wasn't going to get the same wages at Benfica as what he was on at Manchester City. So Otamendi's like, no, you're going to give me the money you owe me. You want me to go? Well, pay me the money. But these are the things people don't see and you don't hear about. It's City's fault.
That's why these sort of deals are never considered a swap, because it's just way too much conflicts between the contracts.
Like Mendy now, like 1 for 1. They need spot on with the Mendy. City stopped paying his wages, he's going, alright, see ya. Players can still, because it's a legal contract, isn't it, LD? Just because you're going to get a lower wage somewhere else and City have gone, we're selling you on now, it's not the player's fault.
Danilo and Jack, there's a
City just have to take the hit somewhere on Greeley. They're going to have to take the hit if they want him to go.
Yeah, if they want him to go, yeah, exactly.
And that's
Danilo and João Cancelo was a similar one too.
Yeah, the same way Nunes. Yeah. I don't think Nunes is going to get 150 grand a week where he goes next.
What?
Well, he's going to have to take a little bit of a hit somewhere. So as for Nunes, he's contracted until 2028.
Yeah.
He's got a 4-year deal. That's a lot of ka-ching on the back end you've got to pay out then.
Yeah.
By the way, I'll tell you how hard it is to sell players. I just think we've only been able to sell to Calvin Phillips the last 2 windows. No one's willing to put the money up.
No one wants it.
So that's all I've ever said is, it's not as easy as just bring that player, that player, that player, and that player in, because you've got to have someone to go out the other end.
Yeah, this is why you can't afford to make costly mistakes in the transfer. And this is why I've said, Martin, this next midfielder that we get has to be the one. Because we've tried Phillips, we've tried Nunes, neither of them can do the job. embarrassing, really, chat. Yeah, like I'm all game for like if they don't work, move them on. But you can't buy 3 players, none of them be capable of doing the job that you bought them for. And by the way, we've already spent what basically call it 100 mil. So you got 42 on Phillips, 50 on for Nunes. You can spend 150 mil on three midfielders. None of them can do the job. This next midfielder has to be the one.
And so you've also got to be careful because this is where PSR comes into play. So you've got the money to go on a big spend, but they've got to be careful because he could plug them in for the next 3 years. Because say you could go out this summer and go and bang 600 million. Trouble is though, you've just got 600 million on your books for the next 3 years.
Yeah. Let's not
then you can't go and next summer.
Mark, let's not forget too that you know, last summer was a little bit different to previous summers because given our academy had a bit of a drop off, you know, in Premier League 2, there certainly wasn't as much funds coming through for young players. Now that those players are starting to perform again, and we're up at the top of the under 23s, you know, Premier League table and that too. There's going to be a lot more clubs interested in those young players coming through as well too. So not only have we got the funds now, if you want to worry about PSR and all that, you're going to have even more funds coming in again because that carousel of that factory of young players coming through and bringing in more funds before we've even sold any first team players onwards is going to come in as well. So that's going to help us even more when it comes to funding for these big players or the 10 years replacement, etc.
It was like it's like exactly. You've got to get them right. You've got to get them right. If you get the wrong one, it's like Newcastle. If all this PSR and everything was so easy to shut down, look at Newcastle. Newcastle got players on the books in the Mike Hodgson days. Can't get rid of them. Can't get Mickey Allen run out the door. Can't get him out.
And that's the other thing too. I don't know if I don't read the chat, but again, you can't rely on Saudi either. Because that's player choice.
Well, yeah, they're pulling things at the minute.
Yeah, I read that the Saudi League have been told that they need to focus on buying like youth players and developing them. They've got the Neymars, they've got the Ronaldos, you know, got these players. They don't need more like big names. They need like more developing players, so it's sustainable.
What we've got to do, LB, is get our total next thing correct. Because we're going to spend a lot of money to win the cup. That has to be. And City are generally very good at this. If you look at the way City were very clever, they used to do what Ferguson used to do. Ferguson went on a massive spend, sort of once every 5 years, like a big one. Made it bring 4, 5, 6 in. And then every single year after that, just picked one. You know, he'd take the top one out of his competitor.
Well, here, look at this. Right, I want to.
He was very good at doing for about 5 years.
I want to show you the first rebuild that Pep Guardiola did. Like basically when he first comes to football.
Yeah, you mean when Bakary Sandra and all that one?
Right, so have a look at this chat. Yeah.
Are you talking about Pep's first start of Pep's first season? Yeah.
I'm talking about like Pep's early days at Manchester City, right? So if you look at it, right, so obviously that was Pellegrini. So this is Pep Guardiola, right? So look at these signings, and then we'll judge them if they're hits or not, and you'll see why we had so much success. John Stones hit, Sane hit. I'd argue Jesus was a hit, plus we made money on it. Gundogan was a hit. Bravo was not a hit, but it only cost 18 mil, sorry. Nolito was not a hit, but he only
That's Euros, by the way.
That's Euros as well. So they were all hits, and the only two that weren't hits were the two cheapest ones.
Zinchenko was a hit.
Zinchenko was a hit. Go to the next transfer window. By the way, that transfer window, at 216, right? Next transfer window.
And look, we went out, by the way. Just show me we went out.
That year, yeah.
We didn't make a lot of money that year.
No.
We made about 20 mil.
Don't forget Jesus came in January as well.
Right, and then look at the next one, right? Laporte hit, Mendy not a hit. Walker hit, Silva hit, Ederson hit, Danilo net, but we got like a good deal with Cancelo. So again, out of that transfer window, we only had one that wasn't a hit, right? The rest were. The season prior, we had all hits apart from 2, and they were cheap. We were getting our transfer business done, and we were doing it we had scouted was legit. Yeah, then we only signed Mahrez the year after.
That's what I'm saying. We went and did it, and we just went and got one or two, like Rodri, Cancelo. Because Angelino wasn't really. It was Rodri, and then the year after, then we went and did Haaland.
But that's what I'm saying. This is why I said this. I said this a couple of weeks ago, right? And I'm standing by this statement. I believe the next two transfer windows, maybe three, and three I don't mean next January. By three I mean this January, this summer, skip next January because we probably won't sign anyone, and then the summer. I believe those three, probably four transfer windows then to avoid complication.
Three of the next four.
Three of the next four. I believe those transfer windows will dictate possibly our next decade at Manchester City because they are so important. We have to get these transfers right. If you do, and we're signing 23, 24, 25-year-olds, that will see us through the next decade. You get them wrong, and you sign dubs, you might find that the next couple of years could be tricky. Combine the fact that that's going to be probably without Pep Guardiola.
What the hell?
All of a sudden, it's going to be tricky. These next transfer window with Tiki and then Viana, they are crucial to Manchester City's success for the next decade. You have to get it right.
No, I'm going to say this. Do you think Pep Guardiola would have signed that contract if he hadn't been promised where he could do this?
I think Pep's been told that he's going to get cash to spend.
That's not stupid. It's not a stupid man.
I think he's been told, listen, we are rebuilding and there's going to be cash.
I think Pep's been given the keys to the biggest rebuild he had since the start of the 10th century season.
I agree. I completely agree.
But this is the other thing that you also look at too is if you look at our history in transfer windows, and let's say the majority of them have always been the summer, we're not afraid to have a quiet transfer window. And I think that's in part because at the end of the day, usually it means that we've just come off winning a league. So we're the ones that are setting the precedent. We're the ones that are setting the yardstick for the rest of the competition and trying to catch up to. But then also too, usually a quiet transfer window happens after we've either had a big transfer window where we've had a big signing, a bunch of signings come through, or we're preparing ourselves for another massive rebuild or a massive overhaul of the squad. If you look at how quiet we have been, last summer with only Savinho and Gundogan coming in. I think in a way you can almost call the previous window a little bit quiet. I think that the only reason signings came through was because we had unexpected signings coming out after the travel season. But I think we're just slowly starting to prep ourselves for some big summer transfer windows. January I definitely think January is going to happen. I think we can see two players come in. I'm expecting one, but I can see two players coming in. I just think we're building ourselves up for a huge summer transfer window, possibly two summer transfer windows. And I think just given the way things are with the squad at the moment, what's happening right now is January transfer window has forced our hand to bring the summer transfer window slightly further forward. I think over these next two windows, it's going to be
January
previous windows.
a January and a summer window in the same season is still your financial year. So remember on that. Everyone looks at January as a very weird window. Like that was what in Newcastle at the end. Newcastle spent under $1 billion in January and screwed until summer over.
But Martin, also, if you're looking at this financial year, this fiscal year as well too, you can also have a look at our lack of business from this summer. It's a big factor as to why we can probably allow ourselves to bring next summer's spending forward 6 months in January. Yeah, so we've got that benefit. That is a benefit on our side.
City are very. The thing is with City, we don't tend to buy top shelf clubs. And I was talking about this last night in Space. Is we don't actually go and buy from any top football club.
Wait a second, by top football club, you're talking Real Madrid, Barcelona,
Yeah,
Bayern.
that isn't well
Unless that player wants out.
Yeah.
Well, when was the last time we did it?
No, but I mean, it would be in that manner. But I'm not
Come on.
It could go on in the summer, we got Barcelona.
No, but what I mean is people always go, I hear this all the time, we've got to stop shopping at Aldi and get to Waitrose and all this and Harrods. City never go to Harrods shop.
Yeah, but Martin, sometimes you can find a prime fillet steak in Aldi and it's back in.
No, I'll wait.
You don't always have to go to the
I was just looking, did this last night. Go to our Champions League final. Lineup, yeah. Edison, signed from Benfica. Franja, Dortmund, 4 Euro. Diaz, Benfica. Ake, Relegate, Bournemouth. John Stones, struggling ever. Rodri, Atletico Madrid. So kind of, yeah, top decent level up there. Bernardo Silva, Monaco in the comp. Jody, that Monaco team was like the Girona team at the time, you know, when it was empty, it just all came together at the right time. De Bruyne, Wolfsburg, Gundogan, Dortmund, Grealish, Villa, Haaland, Dortmund, Walker, top,
Yeah,
Campbell, like,
Martin, there's one thing that's changed since then.
what?
Football's fallen off.
Because of PSI.
Well, whatever reason, the football talent isn't as good as it was back then.
Yeah, Sane, Shalcott.
You do not have a Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah, obviously you've got your Bayer Leverkusen, but Bayer Leverkusen won the league last year. Wolfsburg didn't win the league that year, as far as I'm aware. You know, you got Sane, Schalke. Where's the Sane coming through now at another football club? Doing that at that age, at 19 years old.
Do you know the problem is? You've got. It's like you were talking about Pedro Porro. Do you know where I think the Pedro Porro? I would love Porro. The problem we've got to deal with Tottenham who won't pick the damn phone up to us.
Well, you're gonna have to. I think if you get Porro, you're gonna have to pay at least 60.
Tottenham hates us.
Yeah.
City don't have friends in the top echelons of the leagues. You think we're going to Arsenal getting sacked out of them? They'd rather sell him to frigging somewhere down the road.